video, I'm going to demonstrate how to fit nasal pillows and how to fit just a common nasal mask. So these are nasal pillows. The pillows are going to sit in the nares, and then the headgear goes behind the head. So fitting these into the nose, they're just going to go like so. The headgear comes around the back of the head. There's a strap on the top of the head. The top of the headgear you can adjust by pulling both sides evenly to tighten up. And then we see that we have a way better fit in the nose. What we want to be very mindful of is when we're adjusting the top pieces that we're adjusting both sides at the same time and symmetrically. So by doing that, we're having an even distribution of the pressure both on the nose and on the side of the face. What we really don't want is something adjusted so far on one side and not a lot on this side. This might be comfortable for the first 20 minutes, maybe even for the first hour. However, if you sleep with your pillows like this, you will notice that pressure is going to be higher on one side of the face, which can lead to pressure sores and just general discomfort. The nasal pillows should fit into the nares so that there's minimal room around the pillow and around the nose. We have a good seal here. There's no air escaping through between the seal and between the nose. The pillows aren't falling out of the nose, which is good. On the sides, these parts are going to fit slightly different in different spots on everyone, just depending on the length of the face. The most important thing is we want everything to be comfortable. So just general maintenance for your headgear and nasal pillows. Your nasal pillows should be wiped down after every use, and you can wipe them down with a warm soapy cloth and just around the nasal pillows. They also do come off. So when you're taking your nasal pillows off, just look what way they go back in, because they can go in upside down. However, they just come apart like that, ever so slightly. The pillows can be washed in warm soapy water, non-scented, non-antibacterial soap, and once a week, and then air dry. So once the nasal pillows are dry, you can place them back into the mask. There's a clip on the front and a clip on the bottom, and the pillows just click into them. There is a chance that you can put your pillows in upside down, and they will still fit in upside down. However, when you go to put them on, you will notice the angle is different. Or another trick is on the side where it says Swift LT for her, I should be able to read M and ResMed off the top. Also, the headgear. You can wash your headgear with warm soapy water as well and just air dry. You can put your headgear in the washing machine, however, don't put it in the dryer. All of the headgear has a bit of elasticity to it. After some time, the elasticity will wear out and you'll need to replace your headgear or your whole mask. Depending on your usage and how you care for your headgear, your mask should last 6 months to 12 months. So I'm going to go over how to fit the nasal mask properly. This mask in particular is the Mirage Micro. However, all the nasal masks do fit very similar. So this mask in particular has 2 clips that can come off, and that's the inside of the mask. So the mask is going to sit on the bridge of the nose and then right above the upper lip. So bridge of the nose, upper lip, and then around. So to put the mask on, we're just going to place it onto the bridge of the nose. The headgear is going to come around the back. Like I mentioned before, this mask in particular has 2 clips. Now to adjust the headgear, you want to take both sides of the Velcro off and adjust symmetrically. Adjusting symmetrically is going to help balance the pressure on both sides of the face equally. And then the Velcro on the front of this mask as well comes off, and once again we want to look what we're doing and adjust symmetrically. And once the machine's going and there's air going through, you're just going to use your fingers to make sure that we don't have a consistent leak going into the eyes. If there's a little leak around the cheeks or a little bit right underneath the nose, that's okay. What we're very concerned about is we don't want a constant leak going into the eyes. This particular mask twists in and out, and what that does, it just alleviates pressure off the bridge of the nose. So what we don't want is this gap or this puckering on the bridge of the nose. And in order to get rid of that, depending on your mask, but you're either going to readjust your headgear. This mask in particular, we're going to just twist out and keep twisting out until you see no pucker on that seal. So that seal's nice there, there's no big pucker. It's still a good fit right there, and there's no air blowing into the eyes, so we know we have a good seal on the bridge of the nose. And what we don't want to do as well is we don't want to only adjust one side of the mask. So we don't want to pull the one side tight and not adjust this side. What that's going to do is it's going to cause the whole mask to shift onto the face, and there's going to be pressure on one side of the face and probably leaks on the other side. So once again, what we do want to do is just release, make sure everything's symmetrical. Take both sides of the Velcro off, making sure everything's symmetrical, and then checking for leaks. It's really important that when you're using your nasal mask or full face mask, any mask that's on the bridge of your nose, we want to watch for skin breakdown. We don't want a leak that goes into the eyes at all, but on the other hand, we don't want so much pressure on the bridge of the nose that it causes skin breakdown. So that's always something to keep in mind when you take your mask off, and just be cognizant of how it fits on the bridge of your nose. So caring for your nasal mask, after every time you wear your mask, you're going to want to wipe down, if there's a forehead pad, wipe down the forehead pad and wipe down the seal with a warm soapy dishcloth or face cloth. And that's just going to get rid of the just general oils that are on your face that are transferred onto the seal. And keeping that clean after every use will help you with a proper seal on your face. The seal itself will come away from the mask, and you're just going to pull on it ever so slightly. When you're taking seals apart from the masks, before you take it off, just have a general look on how it fits there. So once you've taken it off, this mask in particular has two ridges or two lips, and the seal goes between the lips. So you can wash the seal with warm soapy water, non-scented, non-antibacterial soap. Once it's clean and dry, you'd start from the bridge of the nose, and you just place the seal in between the ridges of the hard plastic part of your mask, and it goes in quite tightly. As well, the headgear on the mask, this can be washed with warm soapy water. It can be washed in the washing machine as well. Once again, we don't recommend putting your headgear in the dryer. Leave it to air dry. After every time you wash your headgear and you wash your seals of your mask and you're putting it back together, inspect the headgear for wear and tear and inspect the seal for wear and tear. We recommend that you change your headgear and your seal on your mask every 6 to 12 months, depending on how you care for your mask and how often you wear it. So just to wrap up what we've discussed in this video so far is, generally, most or all of the masks have a seal of some kind. This seal is going to be wiped down with a warm soapy cloth after every use. So whether it's your nasal pillows or your nasal mask, that seal is going to be wiped down, as well as if there's a forehead rest. Both the seals come out of the mask one way or another, and the full seal can be washed weekly with warm soapy water, then placed back into the mask once clean. Going over the headgear, once again, the headgear on your mask should be washed regularly. We recommend you washing the headgear with warm soapy water or putting the headgear in the washing machine, but not the dryer. After you've cleaned your seal and washed your headgear, just watch and look at it for wear and tear, and whether that there's still some elasticity in the headgear and that the Velcro is still functioning. We recommend that you change your headgear and seal every 6 to 12 months or depending on use.